Here's my concern. You already have armed National Guard, armed soldiers deployed to block federal agents. The Supreme Court has now ruled in favor of these federal agents. They can go in and remove razor wire, basically allowing wave after wave of criminal alien to enter this country. The Texas National Guard is already defying the feds. The feds have asserted jurisdiction here. Texas National Guard said, screw off. What's going to change? Why would the Supreme Court saying you can remove the razor wire change anything about Texas state law and how they handle law enforcement? Texas has said it is illegal to cross our borders in this way, and we will enforce the law. The feds are saying we can remove this and allow them to break the law. I don't see Texas backing down from this. Texas is going to say, that's great, Supreme Court, really, really great. Good luck removing the razor wire when our guys are standing there holding guns, blocking you from access to the river. What are the feds going to do? Show up with guns and point the guns at the National Guard and say, get out of the way? Is Texas, I mean, fair question. Is Texas going to instruct their armed soldiers, you must now evacuate and let the feds come in?
Because the order is, it's a temporary order pending the ongoing litigation. Is there a chance that like effectively Texas could be held in contempt of court? Like what are the punishments for not going along with this temporary order pending ongoing litigation?
What does that even mean when the feds have already asserted jurisdiction on the river and Texas said, F off? You can file all the paperwork in the world for injunction. The feds have already asserted it's our jurisdiction. And Texas said, don't care, get out with guns. So the only option now is either the only paths forward would be Texas backs down and says, we hereby respect the Supreme Court. We are going to remove all of our law enforcement. We are going to allow wave after wave of criminal aliens to break state law and do nothing about it. Or they're going to say this changes nothing. It's illegal in our state. We don't care if the feds think otherwise.
I mean, that's what Paxton said. Attorney General Ken Paxton said, you know, this is a temporary order and the litigation is ongoing and we're going to continue to fight this. I mean, he's not saying exactly what they'll do if they'll refuse to let them take the razor wire out, but he is saying that Texas is not willing to put up with this sort of federal reach into their border security.
So what are the feds going to do next? Nothing?
This is a classic struggle between federal power and states' rights. But while we're sitting here trying to sort this out, how many million more people are going to come into the country illegally?
And my fear is that, let's say Donald Trump wins in November, handily, Joe Biden rubber stamps an executive order granting a quick path to citizenship for all of these people, millions. At that point would be what? 12 to 15 million people. And then there's an instantly people say, we're suing, we're going to challenge this. And he smiles and says, yeah, in 2 years, when this is resolved, those people will have already gotten their papers. Good luck resolving it.
I think we need to set some precedent about how awful, horrendous, unethical, illegal that would be for a president to, by decree, give people citizenship.
You mean like DACA?
Yeah, it's some mass swipe of the pen and
you mean like it's already been done, like Obama did with the Dreamers?
If it's been done before, yeah. This kind of thing we can't let that stand. That's insane. That would be insane.
And now imagine this scenario. Joe Biden, let's say it's November 25th. Trump is president-elect. Joe Biden rubber stamps an executive order saying, we're going to secure the border, but the compromise will be all the people who are here are granted a standard path to citizenship, which will take 3 to 5 months. You mail in your form, it's mailed back, you sign it, you send it back in, you're a citizen, you'll get your paperwork. And then, come next year, it's challenged in the courts, finally makes it to SCOTUS. SCOTUS says, unconstitutional, and moves to revoke citizenship from 15 million people who were previously illegal immigrants. Donald Trump, as president, says, we are going to remove these people who entered this country illegally and were only granted citizenship under false pretenses. The left then says, look at all the videos of Trump rounding up American citizens and putting them in camps.